you know something, brother? I'm gonna be filming this episode, brother, and I'm putting it on YouTube, brother, and Facebook, brother. That's what I'm gonna do, brother. What you gonna do, brother? Hey, and welcome to episode number 21 of the Langille Show. My name is Brian Langille, and although I admit I used to be a fan of the Hulkster when I was like 10, maybe 12, I'm a little past that at this point, but as soon as I put on the yellow hat and the red shirt, I couldn't help it. I just marked out like the Hulkster. So I apologize for anyone who thinks, oh my God, that guy is absolutely ridiculous, but what am I going to do, right? You know, when you say your prayers and eat your vitamins and train and believe in yourself and don't take roids. I think that was the last one. Anyway, when you do all those, sometimes you just look like the Hulkster, brother. Anyway, we're going to go from one character to another, which takes us back to episode 20 of the Langille Show, where if you haven't seen it yet, and I think you may be the only person on the planet who hasn't if you haven't, because it's my highest viewed show ever, Naughty Nurse Lisa Nova appeared in Langille Show episode 20. I got mixed feelings on this one because part of me is like, well, if the viewers don't like it, then that's not really cool, and I probably shouldn't, you know, do that one again. And the other side of me is saying, it's my highest viewed episode ever. It tripled some episodes in viewership, and it's only been out 24 hours. I mean, as it stands right now, I think I'm at 125, 130, which I admit isn't huge. I mean, there's some people out there who get like 90-some thousand hits a day. So to them, this isn't much. But to me, to get over 100 hits in less than 24 hours is absolutely huge. But got some comments back on it. Some people weren't too much of a fan. So, you know, whether it be the naughty nurse aspect or, you know, boobs up to your chin. I don't know what it was, but some people weren't too cool on it. So, yeah, so I had to make a decision. You know, do I go with popularity and try to make it big on YouTube, or do I go with my loyal viewership, the people who know me, the people who reply to me, who talk to me personally? So I waited a bit and I thought about what I was going to do. And I've decided that I'm going to go with the boobs. I mean, how do you not go with that, right? Boobs equal views, and I have to go with it, so. I'm kidding. Naughty Nurse Lisa Nova won't be making any more appearances on the Langille Show. Lisa, thank you. I appreciate it for the fact that you allowed me to use your collab character in one of my episodes, and there's nothing against you, and everything is cool. It's just when my viewers kind of freak out and tell me, you know, everything was cool up until episode 20 when you had the Naughty Nurse on, I kind of got to go with my people. And, yeah. So thank you, Naughty Nurse Lisa Nova. I appreciate it, and I'll always appreciate what you did for me. But at this point, I have to call it a day between the Langille Show and Lisa Nova. So yeah, I guess you can take this as my apology. I apologize to you, the viewers of the Langille Show. You know, it's I don't know what to tell you. It seemed like a good idea at the time. I personally thought it was funny. I thought it was kind of cool how I took her pre-canned responses and wrote it into the Langille Show, which I don't normally write these things. I just usually turn the camera on and I talk. And whatever comes out, comes out. And you guys have seen that for 19 and a half episodes. And I wrote the "you're chilling like a villain on penicillin" thing because I know as soon as you guys heard that, you're like, how old is that line? And the only reason I used it was because the fact that I could tie it into the nurse thing. Because I kind of wrote that. So, yeah, so that's it. I guess you can call this an apology. So it won't happen again. No more Lisa Nova. I assure that to all of you. So I'm going to wrap this one up, mainly because of the fact that I've got nothing to say except for the part that, I'm not going to do that again, and I'm sorry for offending anybody, including my mom. Well, I got to tell the story because this is hilarious. My mom and my dad watch the show occasionally. They don't watch every episode, so if you were to quiz them, they probably wouldn't pass. But they watch the more important ones, and I thought this one was one for them to see because it was episode 20. So I called them. Actually, I'm going to send them, and I said, here's the link, check it out. And I waited the 5 minutes because I didn't want to interrupt them because I want them to see it. And about 5-6 minutes later, my phone rings. I'm like, here we go. My mom saw it, or my dad saw it. This is the deal. So I answer the phone. I go, hello. My mom goes, Brian, I don't know. And I'm just waiting for the thing of, I don't know why you did this. I don't know who that girl was. I don't know. Something to do with Naughty Nurse Lisa Nova. And I waited, and my mom said, I don't know what I did, but I can't see your show. Well, I can see it, but I can't hear it. And I saw it. There was you with your glasses on. And then some girl with some boobs. And then it was you again. And then it was the boobs again. And then it was you again. And then the show was over. So I don't know what you said. And I don't know what it was about. And I don't know what I'm going to do with the show. But I did see it. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I waited for this. Like, I wanted the response, right? Like, I figured if anyone was going to get worked up over it, was going to be my parents. I figured that. And instead of that, I got a comment about I couldn't hear it, so I don't know what you said. It looked funny, but I don't know what you said. So that was that. So later on, my dad got on there and he goes, "What's the link to your show so I can watch it now?" So I sent him the link, and he watched it, and he responded back with the quote of, "God give me strength." That's all he said. There was no, "Oh, good job, hey, who's she, how do you know her, good episode, Brian, congratulations for making 20. It wasn't any of that. It was just, God give me strength. So, I don't know. I'm going to guess that my parents weren't fans of Lisa Nova either. Not Lisa Nova the person, just the whole collab thing. So, trust me, this is not an anti-Lisa Nova thing. Like I said earlier, I appreciate everything you did. Thank you. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up just because I've told my funny story, I did my apology, and I did my Hulkster impression. So that's all 3 things I want to do tonight. You can check this episode out and any other episode at youtube.com and facebook.com. The Langille letter, which I'm actually writing one tomorrow. So Wednesday, what's the date? Wednesday, May 28th, 2008. The Langille letter will have another episode, or issue. So I have lots of issues apparently. Anyway, yeah, that'll be out tomorrow, so check that out. Until then, I'm going to wrap this up. My name is Brian Langille, and what you gonna do, brother?